Hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought. Why didn't it show I was live before then? Fucking stupid. Either way. Yeah. Alright. Sifting through code. Now, some people might be bored by this. Bored to tears, in fact, but I find it interesting. So let me have a look at my to-do. Let me, actually, if I increase that, it's gonna be impossible for me to see. Alright. Let's do another screen region instead. To go over the, yeah. No. Why would I be following Psy from fucking Gangnam Style? Who the fuck do you think I am, my friend? I'm following Z. That's what you're talking about. One of my friends on Skype just said, am I following fucking Psy? No. Alright, so this is my to-do list. Now, because of my PC, what ends up happening is the frame rate shit. And the frame rate isn't limited in this game on the PC. So it can be at 120, 100, 500. It can be at whatever the fuck it wants to be. Because it's just not limited. So my one of my to-do lists while I'm sifting through the code is to fix the fucking frame rate because it's shit. Attempt to unlock everything from the start so that I have all the abilities from the start. Everything's unlocked. And attempt to get debug info to the screen so that I can see what the AI is doing. I can see all the debug info. Hopefully that's what happens. Let's get this bitch going. So, the first file folder is Devil Game. Config. Has all this default AI stuff. So let's start from the top and work our way down. Hopefully you can all see this. Alright, let's have a look. No comment. Let's see then. Right then. Cracks me up. Output text to screen. I want to do that, but I've tried it before and it didn't work. Allow teleportation solution. That's funny, because that basically just allows them to, instead of them coming in, you know, the enemy spawning how they should, they just teleport in. Like, they don't give a fuck, they just teleport. So their spawn points is still the same. They work just the same, but they just spawn in instead. You're gonna see a lot of shit. A lot of this stuff won't interest even me because it's not relevant. It just lets the game run some of this shit. So there's not much in the default AI. A corner checking. Check area for pawns. I guess this must be like a checking the area to make sure that they've got all the AI accounted for. So here we go, default camera. What have we got in the default camera? Update when paused. So that if that was true, if that was set to true, you could move the camera around while it's paused. That might just be something to try. I thought you prawn. What? So, update when paused. So we could move the camera while it paused. I tell you what, in my notepad, I'm going to make notes of everything I want to change. So this is one of the ones I want to change, so I wouldn't make a note of that. Alright. Wait speed while waiting. Wait speed while waiting. Motion blur max velocity. So I guess at what point it motion blurs. Smart cut angled. A lot of this stuff isn't movement speed. Rotation speed. Ooh. Movement speed and rotation speed. I like that shit. We're gonna end up changing that. Because I can just Dante zipping across the world. That'll be quite entertaining. Priority smoothing, frame average, max move speed, max distance. By the looks of it, all this is commented out. So by the looks of it, all this stuff is commented out. Yes, it's Dino on Coke. So all of this stuff is commented out for some reason. Probably because they realized they don't need it and just stuck with this stuff. So that's default camera. Okay, now we're gonna see some really stupid shit. Velocity zoom, this is all comment. So this is what the developers put in as comments. Velocity zoom refers to the camera following monkey with an amount of elasticity. The camera zooms out as monkey's velocity increases. Hence the name. When monkey's velocity is smaller than the threshold, the velocity zoom is 0. The amount of zoom when monkey is moving is equal to monkey's velocity factor plus base. The amount of zoom will never be more than maximum. Speed refers to how quickly the camera changes from one amount of zoom to another when monkey's velocity changes. Change in VZ zoom per second equal difference between old and new VZ. VZ speed. VZ speed. M velocity track threshold equal 200. Good value for running. Now, you may have heard monkey. What the fuck? Why monkey? Who are they referring to? Enslaved. This is a direct reuse of code that isn't even hidden. They've literally just copy-pasted it from enslaved to this. They didn't even change the name. So this is the only place in the viewable code that they refer to Dante as monkey. because they've just copied it straight from their last game, Enslaved. The laziest shit I've ever seen, but I can understand reusing code. Everybody does, but when you don't even change the name in comments, it's kind of fucked up. I thought that was interesting. So basically just all these stuff to do with chase cam. Use noise false. Comment. Stick input is already heavily curved in this game. No need to use threshold or importance multiplier. I don't know what they mean by curved, but it doesn't sound good. So that's interesting. What else we got? All of this is just the camera stuff. They've got wall sliding. I don't know why they need that. Don't know why they need wall sliding. There's nothing much interesting in this place except that monkey stuff. Because it's pretty much just the camera. Yeah. Yeah. No, there isn't any wall sliding in the game. But it's there. I believe that it's a remnant from Enslaved. Because there was wall running in Enslaved. Because it's basically an Uncharted clone. But bad. So, it was, there's wall running in that game. So I think it's a literal direct copy and paste. With only the values changed. Maybe not even that. Alright, so we'll go to default compact. That's nothing. Just refers to base compat ini, which is in engine, which is over here. So out this did it? DMC 3 and 4 had wall running. I don't remember. I don't think it was in... Oh, yes, it did. Fucking Trickster. Yeah, you're right. It's in Trickster. I completely forgot about Trickster. Yeah. This is just technical. This is basically just system stuff. Well, hardware stuff, actually. So this controls RAM, memory, and all that kind of shit. So this just refers to that folder. Default debug client. Enable local logging, remote and local logging. Warning errors, AI movement, server setting. So here's an IP. What I assume they did was in-house when they got playtesters. They had the playtesters connect to a local area network so that it could on the fly send out debug and bug reports that the game took itself. It's a smart thing to do because you can just have all the beta testers have the game just send out bug reports to the network, and you've got it on the fly. You know, you've got it instantly. It's not bad. Server name, mail host, ninjatheory.com. Oh man. Alright. Default DMC gamepad. Input string 0 is not used. Game testers, I don't know how they get treated, but yeah. If they do get treated like shit, I can kind of see why they would leak it, but considering playtesters fucking playtest your game, I don't know why they should get treated like shit. It's like, yeah, we don't appreciate the people that make our product better. What the fuck? So input string 0 is not used because this is an array. And using the 0 in an array is not the smartest thing, usually. Unless it's like, you know, but, you know. Maybe that's just how the console works. I don't know. But usually zeros is not used. I've never used an array at 0, so I know it's a bad idea, I just can't remember why. Ninja inputs. All these ninja inputs. The default editor, this is basically mod packages. Mod packages don't sound like what they sound like. They're pretty much, this is pretty much, yeah, this is ninja inputs. This is pretty much, calling assets. This is how, Unreal Engine calls assets, so. Let's have a look. So you can see all this images, probably like animations are being called, Unreal scripts are being called. All this stuff is being called. I like the Unreal Engine, I just don't think it's good for DMC. Default editor game settings. Not much in here, really. Just Unreal Ed stuff. Unreal Engine. This is where things get a bit interesting. So the engine native packages is NT framework. You like what they did there? Capcom have the MT framework. Ninja Theory have the NT framework. Much worse. Engine testing packages, NT game testing. Native packages, Devil Game. Again, this is just referring to all the assets that they need. URL, map exit. Yep. Now, there's something very interesting here. And I'm going to highlight it. I don't know if you can see this, but it's actually called the game. They've actually called the game name DMC, Devil May Cry, with no lowercase m, all higher case. Now, it's obvious from the lowercase letters that they don't need to do that. Kinda insinuates to me that the lowercase m thing wasn't until later. I could be wrong, and the game name could just be, the DMC part could just be referencing, like, deathmatch. Because usually you have to put DM or CTF. So maybe this is just that, but I don't know. To me, it kind of smells like they were going to just put it higher case M. I don't know. Game name short, DG, Devil Game. So this is suppress AI. I don't know what these suppress do, but we'll find out. Input initial rot. What? Suppress equal chase initial rot. What the fuck? Input lag. What? So we have input jumping and then suppress lag. And then there's lock on underscore spam, lock on underscore FPP, FP pitch underscore spam, lock on, all ending with spam, and then lock on tweak. This is probably referring to auto lock on, but because they've got auto lock on, it would have been really, really easy to get a manual lock on. Like, I can't understate how easy or overstate how easy it would have been to add a manual lock on, but they didn't. So I don't know why that lag thing is there though. That lag thing is somewhat concerning. Let me get all these. I'm not gonna change them, but I want to keep a note of them. Yeah, really, idiots. I'm not gonna change these, but I'm gonna keep a note of them. Obrot, object rot, poi map. Set your slow track speed map. Super close tracking tweak VAT spam. Wall slide. I don't know what the wall slide is about. Angel lift. This is a bunch of demon pull, demon spam. launch lock. Last enemy. Shake spam ceiling slow mo zoom. Wow, I like the shorthand. I like the spelling errors. It's like support. It's like suppress equals cam underscore on screen. Then a little comment saying keep like tis please. THX. I love the spelling. These people can really spell. Keep like tis, please. Thanks. I know you've got to use shorthand, but shit, really? Actually, no, you don't even have to use fucking shorthand. You can comment however much you want to, and there's room. That's fucking disappointing. Fucking tit speak. Okay. Critters. Coordinator, combat. Aware, audio, ballistic, contact effects, reaction, strikes, movement. Combat targeting. Control blend. Destructibles, dismember. Anim. Anim. What is he talking about? Oh yeah, combat anim. Anim is animation. Yeah. Dismember? I didn't know there was dismemberment. Dojo, aka the Babby Room. Dream Runner teleport, effect, teleport, evade, explosion, GUI, havoc, hidden rooms, IK. Don't know what IK is. Init character, which is just initialize character. Matinee spam. For all of you who are unfamiliar with Matinee is the animation engine. Yeah. Matinee is the animation engine and also the overlord of any Unreal Engine game. So the Matinee is the most powerful and most important thing for an Unreal Engine game, at least to my knowledge. Pretty much Unreal Tournament 3 runs from the Matinee. Like, everything is controlled through the Matinee. So, the start menu, credits, options, everything's controlled through the Matinee. So it's a very powerful thing. At least to what I know. Unless they've suddenly changed it, which I doubt. Movement, jump, collision, root, angel glide, angel lift skill. I don't know what that is. Angel lift skill? Oh, it's probably the skill to unlock it. Demon pull, demon pull throw. So you can do a demon pull and a throw. Cam point, demon pull, cam point, spring, cam step through, demon stomp, slide, noise. Next guy. I don't know what next guy is. Support ESS equals next guy. Don't know what that is. Physics, pickup. Yeah, I don't know either. I'm gonna copy it out though, just because it's weird. Scrub cam. I like that. Scrub cam. It sounds bad, but I'm sure there's a perfectly honest reason for it. But it just sounds so bad. Oh man. Scale mesh. Snapshot actors, Kismet, Spawn Rocks. This stuff is for Virgil right here. Summoner sword, summoner shield, summoner teleport. That's all for Virgil, I would assume. Style system, which is shit. Targeting, target selector underscore cone. You see, there is a target selector. Oh my god. Tokens, watchdog. Watchdog basically is probably their error collecting. So their watchdog just watches out for errors and stuff. So that's probably what the watchdog is. In fact, I know that's what it is. Invertaker, phase manager. Yeah, next guy is probably talking about enemies. I don't know. And now we're on to Virgil stuff, who is commented out to separate it up. Suppress sword, sword illusion, underscore path. Summoned swords. So they've actually got a spelling mistake. Up there it's called summoner swords. Over here it's called summoned swords. Spiral swords, storm swords, spiral trap, blistering swords, birthright teleport, teleport, birthright teleport. I love that. Okay. Enable color clear. True. Yeah, Virgil is already on the disc. I am not surprised at all. Alright, so we found our first tweak that we are going to make. I don't know if you can see this, but over here it says max smooth freight. And guess what it's set at? 1,000. Okay, let me tell you why this is bad. Because basically what they're doing is giving this game a variable frame rate. That's bad. I hate games with variable frame rates when they're action games because it doesn't work. So let me copy that out, and we're going to make a tweak to that later on. And I'm going to change to 60. We'll change that to 60 frames. Or 70, I'm not too sure. We'll have to tweak it and have a look. Default physics material name equal physics material. Default physics material. And then a comment saying default material with 0 restituent. With 0 to try and stop cars bouncing. So at one point there was a bug where cars would bounce. I don't know if that's just like a car bouncing as it rides along, or like an actual serious, oh my god, this car is bugging out and bouncing. It could be either. Oh man. NA_AS. Subtitles want to be disabled by default. No, not in my land, because in my land, I love me some subtitles. We are going to change this to true. Change to true. NTJM auto add levels. Alright, so this is comments here. NTJM auto add levels. Any level added here is automatically added as a sub-level when any map is loaded, either in editor or in-game. If the level is already a sub-level, does nothing. The sub-level is not automatically loaded or made visible. And then there's a to-do, which lets a patch come in. Yay. So in the comments is a to-do. To-do. Add option to always load. Need to put this as editable var on level streaming. Yeah. And then auto level name dojo import whatever. And then level name auto_generic. So there's already something in the code that they're gonna have to patch. That's pretty funny. So we already know there's patches on the way. I can't believe there's a to-do in the code and they've released it. Never mind, whatever. Engine downloadable content enumerator. Enumerator class name. So equals NT engine, NT downloadable content enumerator PC. Download content enumerator class, NT engine downloadable content manager. So obviously allowing for downloadable content. Probably like full paid DLC and free DLC and patches. Unless you don't count patches as DLC. Joystick input requires new window. Requires window focus. Equal 1. So I guess that means that for a joystick to work, you need to be actually clicked onto the game. NT audio system. There's nothing really interesting in the audio system. It's got debug options to allow for them to debug audio. NT difficulty adjust. Number of difficulty levels equal 5. Then in a comment, difficulty levels count from 0 to 4. No, count from 0. 4 is the hardest if there are 5 levels. Default difficulty level equals 2. Position, and then a comment. Position in the difficulty level array to insert new levels. Example. 2 will insert any new levels after the current second position. Index to insert levels equal 2. So we've got easy, medium, hard, Son of Sparta, and Dante Must Die. Now what I want to know is where the fuck is Hell and Hell and Heaven and Hell? Why aren't they here? Oh, that's right, because Hell and Heaven and Hell are pretty much Dante Must Die, but with slight additions. I honestly don't know why it's not there, but it's kind of weird that it's not. But I'm just going to assume that Hell and Heaven and Hell are Dante Must Die, but different, only slightly. Only slightly enough to make it different for the player, but it's still the same fucking thing in the code. So it's referenced later on, but not in a engine capacity. It's somewhere else. So I don't know why Heaven and Hell isn't here. I think that they must just be edits of Dante Must Die. So they didn't make 2 new difficulties about it. And Dante Must Die is easy as balls, as someone in the chat pointed out. System UI. Texture system. Xbox buttons. Packages to always cook. So basically, cooking in Unreal Engine is to finalize and get ready for consumption, I guess. So, engine packages to always cook, and there's a shit ton of packages they need to always cook. Baby Rage. What's Baby Rage? Demon Rage Tron, Demon Rage Vault, Dream Runner Boss Flying Grenade, Rage SM, Stinger, Dante Archetypes, Dante in-game no jacket, Dante in-game white hair, Warrior Drone Dojo, Armor Drone Dojo, Default Dojo, Level images, SM images, item images, shop movies, credits, thumbnails, menu background and images, leaderboard, scoring, a bunch of these stuff, and then a comment, NTHF. Sorry for forcing everyone to cook these. Unfortunately, there isn't a better way of ensuring these are cooked when we need them to be. You can safely comment these out if you don't need to see. Then there's a bunch of concept art, all very cleverly named, obviously. There's a whole lot of, there's a lot of cat art, I see. There's probably some porn in there, I bet. A third eye. Why is there a third eye? That's like a dick. Why? I don't know. That's a bad name for a package. Package, there's the startup. Third Eye Mundus. True, I guess. He's got his little tunnel snake going. Anti-editor, devil editor. Devil editor, bullshit. Max smoothed frame rate. Okay. So even in the PC version, it says max smoothed frame rate. Now I think this is for, this might be for something else, but I'm going to change it anyway. I'm going to end up changing it anyway, just to make sure it all works as according to, but I don't think this is anything. I think this is in editor. So their editor game runs at 30. So while they were playtesting and stuff, when they've in their Unreal editor, it runs at 30. A very odd choice, but whatever, I'll change it. System settings, just high quality. It would be interesting to see what these are on the console versions. The resolutions. Alright, so full screen movies. Now what these are the these are the startup movies. So you see AMD, Unreal Engine, Ninja Theory, Capcom. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove Ninja Theory, Unreal 3, AMD, and Save 360, and I'm just going to leave it at Capcom and Black. That's how I'm going to change it. So I'll put a comment up here. Remove NT, UE3, AMD, save, and leave Black. And leave Capcom and Black in that order. So, here we go. Now, if you don't have Black, it basically skips whatever else is in the array and goes straight to the main menu. But if you have Black, it doesn't do that. So it will go Capcom, Ninja Theory, UE3, AMD, and without Black, AMD won't show if you remove Save 360. LiveSock, I guess that's just for internet connections. Task per frame database. Full screen movies. So all these are skippable movies. Outro, you can actually remove these. You could actually remove these from code, and then you'd never see them in the game. So I might have to find which one's the intro and remove it. Pretty much just to prove the point that it can work. Goodness. My chair snapped in half, so I've got no back on the chair, so my back really fucking hurts. Ooh! We could remove the succubus cutscenes. Oh man. The poisons cutscene, we could remove it. Yes. That's what I like to see. Fuck. Yeah. All these are just the ninja inputs. Oh, goodness. Nothing that interesting. So now we'll go to default game. See what's in there. Alright, let's have a look. I told people this would be boring. They didn't believe me. It's only until we get to here where it gets interesting, honestly. Because you'll be surprised at what you find. So all of these weapons for the audio are referred to as Angel Whip, Angel Scythe, Demon Axe, Demon Stomp, Demon Whip, Pistols and Rebellion. So they didn't even name the weapons correctly for their audio files. It gets interesting in a minute. I'm positive of it. Default player, name equals player, team equals 255. Calling a bunch of stuff, probably textures. Bunch of character names. These are the hunter, the bosses. Hunter, Killing Face, Mundus, Human, Barbarous, Barbar-ass, Poison, Dante, Virgil, Cat, Non-flinch, reaction types. Bring, I don't know what that is. Parry, Virgil, Parry, Physics, Impact, Furnace, Acid Burning, Mundus Burning, Attack Blocked, Hunter Head, yeah, okay. This, folks, is where it gets interesting, because of one very small reason. These are denial tokens. Now, I've never heard of a denial token before, but from what I gather, if you try and do something, but you get hit out of it, so if I try and attack an enemy, and they attack me before I can finish it, I've just earned myself a denial token. That's how I think it works. So it keeps track of what you are denied. So it keeps track of your failings, basically. That's how I think it works. I think. But there's something very interesting in these denial tokens. And we're going to find them. So melee denied, focus attack denied, taunt denied. There are no taunts in this game because Ninja Theory said that taunts would not fit within this game because of how it's themed and stylized. So we have a denial token for a taunt. A taunt denied. So I think that somewhere in this game is taunts. And I also think that it will take modders who will extract every single package to find it. So I think that modders will be able to find taunts assuming the animations are in the game and make that happen. So assuming everything is in the game to make a taunt possible, modders will be able to mod in a taunt. All they have to do then is map it to a button, make it possible. So we have a denial token for a taunt. Taunt denied. So at some point there may have been a taunt. Either that or it's an enemy taunt, but I don't think so because it's just saying taunt denied. So that could be used for anybody. That could be used for AI or the player character. So that's interesting. It's very interesting, definitely. So maybe if modders open this bitch up, they may find a taunt. Who knows? Withdraw denied. Let's carry on going. Then we have a bunch of Virgil stuff. Virgil summon swords denied. Everything that Virgil is. Alright. So all tokens. This is just tokens for everything. Also, there's a spawn type, Rocky01. You may think it as soon as I saw that, I was like, Rocky? What? Balboa? Huh? No, I don't think that's it though. Am I still live? I might not be live. Let me have a look. I have no clue if I'm still alive or not. Yeah, I am. Let me just... So I'm live. Right? Someone in the chat just said just what happened and... Okay. Apparently I've got my viewers back on XSplit. Hold on. I need to make sure I need to make absolute sure that I'm still live and it's recording it. So, past broadcast. Yeah, the stream ended after half an hour. Hold on.